So we all know that Gumayushi pretty much gets his Caitlyn banned away in pro games every single game. And it is never a gamble, even versus even Deft. They don't gamble on the Caitlyn of Gumayushi. And today, we're gonna have a look exactly why that is. Now look at that. How he moves between the wave. He has achieved... There is one Exodia that you can achieve in the bottom lane on something like the Caitlyn. And that is, you pressure the enemy team out of the range, the aggro range of their minions, so that their minions will not attack you while you're attacking them. If this happens, the game can end level 1. And as you can see, the only thing that is holding back our red bot lane here is the fact that they know that junglers react to this. In Korea, they react to this violently. I've seen Owner see this happens and run from his first buff all the way. He started at red buff. It was on the other side. All the way down to the bottom lane to prevent that. It was a Draven who did it to, I don't know who it was, I think Zeri or something. And he just like ran all the way down to stop it. And then continued. Put himself super far behind. Look at this. What are you going to do? The game is over. Xayah cannot play. And Karma, obviously, right? Lux Caitlyn, a little bit more offensive setup, right? Little bit more damage output, more range, more kill potential. Karma, though, is really good at creating safety here from the Rakan for this Caitlyn, so she can just step up. Rakan can go in. He won't do any damage because of the shield. And then the Karma ultimate can like trade back in no time. Rakan's ultimate can kind of be prevented with Karma W, because if Rakan wants to go onto your AD carry and you're in range to press W on him slightly before he reaches you, he will either get stunned or he will have to move away. And with how this usually works is that he's already used his W, so he either walks out and wastes a lot of time with his ultimate, or he eases back to his AD carry and gives up on charming that AD carry. So Gumayushi overstepping quite a bit here, but the bait is perfect. And we are going to take down a double kill here onto the enemy bot lane. And let me tell you guys, Guma already has gotten a plate. It is level 3 at this current point in time. He is already running Berserker boots. So, good luck. You're not gonna have fun, Xayah. Like, absolutely not. So now obviously lane pressure is on the side of the blue team here. So this is their best position to fight. And that is because obviously the lane is right now there's a lot of XP in minions still bound, right? And the minions will also help the blue team, but now they can't fight anymore. They were able to fight before, but they're not going to be able to fight anymore. And now it's just Gumayushi is using his E backwards just to gain a little bit of range. Optionally, he would have hit a little bit more there, and then just one auto attack, and he's just going to move in on the Xayah. Tell her, yeah, throw your feathers. If I reach you, I will do 20 auto attacks in your face. So here now he's obviously building up the wave. And Xayah has to try to kind of cut the wave. And here, Volibear and Rakan are here, which means Guma will have to flash out. Flash is late. Could have avoided a lot more by E-flashing. But this way, it'll do. Yeah. It's a little unlucky, but the Volibear had the auto attack buffered the stun. And the thing is, right, that range advantage on Caitlyn is so strong that you can still stay in a lot of situations. You can still stay and kind of greed it out. Because, of course, if people find a way to engage on you, you're absolutely doomed. But if you play out that range advantage, especially versus other AD carries, you play out that range advantage well, you can still do a lot of damage on Caitlyn. And together with the traps, you're pretty good. Karma also pretty decent here against something like the Volibear. So honestly, and the team composition here of the enemy team between Warwick and Volibear and Talia, probably just gonna get kited out here, is the way it looks. Shutdown available. Or shutdown picked up, I should say. Shutdown picked up by the Warwick. And Gumayushi is being left alone here a little bit. This is kind of suboptimal. But now Karma is back and now the lane domination can start. We haven't been able to get a lot of plates here because there's been a lot of ruckus down in the bottom lane. Volibear's been spent quite a bit of time here, and you can see that Guma is going to try to work out the wave, get that killed, and move it towards the enemy turret as soon as possible. So now we're gonna get control of the lane. Yeah, and that is the Karma bind almost going through, but very well played by Rakan. Ooh, lethal tempo stacked here. Yeah, this is where Gumayushi just walks you down. And the kill on Rakan is going to be picked up. Xayah ultimate does do quite a bit, but it's not enough. And that is a double kill for Gumayushi. And just like that, they will be able to pick up another plate for themselves and leave. Maybe even get two. Alright, they're gonna leave, not attack the minions here. These minions are gonna stack up and create a wave that is pushing towards them again, which is very good. And now we have quite a bit of money. We have a Berserker boot advantage here over the Xayah. Pretty much, right? So, very, very good. About 900 gold-ish worth of items more. So, pretty good. And, yeah, I mean, the problem with Xayah Rakan is it's not very easy to win lane versus something like this. Right, good guy Wukong gonna cover a little bit here, as the Guma bait this time is not working out well. I mean, that could have been played a little bit more optimally for the Wukong there, but Wukong didn't have his ultimate to really peel. And Guma just tried to bait a little bit too hard. You would have never expected this Wukong to have his ultimate there. Because it's like, he hasn't used it the entire fight, so you're like, yeah, okay, surely he's not going to use it. And then you dive him, and then he all of a sudden pulls it out, and you're like, dude, why didn't you use it earlier? Well, it just came off cooldown. Too bad. But yeah, Gumayushi still in a good spot, but the Xayah has been able to pick up a Gale Force for herself now, which is absolutely huge for her. And we will see. Gumayushi pulls out the ultimate early. This is a very smart play because Xayah obviously will not ult it, right? But now you got the damage onto her. Safe, right? Because you know she won't ult it because that would be a waste. But she's already taken a little bit of damage, which means you can find a lethal on her. And that snowballs very quickly. that little bit of damage. You hit one Karma ultimate into the Caitlyn Q. And you just poke out that Xayah. Or in this case, it was a trap that caught the Xayah that prompted her to ult. You still have to be a little bit careful because of the Gale Force. Gale Force much less valuable. Very good job by Guma. Gale Force much less value without the Xayah ultimate, but still. As we are almost taken down. We are taking down the Xayah. And once again, they will stand tall. And that was such a good job. I think almost everyone else would have died to that. Right? Or not played that way. The fact that he's so cocky and baits out the Rakan ultimate. Then takes it again and continues to take the fight. Because he knows he's going to win it. Even through the Xayah Gale Force is ridiculous. Yeah, Xayah Gale Force. Much better with the ultimate. Much less value without. As we are going to do the dragon here. Oh, would you look at that? That is Chovy. I feel like whenever I see Chovy, he's playing Lissandra versus Talia. I don't know what it is. So Karma using her shield there to prevent Gumayushi from being cancelled by taking damage. Recall's only cancelled if you take health damage, not if a shield absorbs the damage. Boom, headshot indeed. So yeah, you see him use Caitlyn ultimate early whenever no one else is around, so he can get the guaranteed damage onto the AD carry. Instead of using the Caitlyn ultimate as a finishing tool, of which it was intended and everyone thought it would become. And I think a lot of people are still stuck on that notion, but oftentimes there's someone around to block it, right? And so getting that damage on early can be pretty good if the enemy doesn't have a lot of lifesteal. So like, you know, targets like a Xerath is always a good target. Something like a Talon can also be a good target, right? Those assassins. Okay, well, Rakan overextending himself here a little bit. Fighting a little bit out of his reach. This is something that Gumayushi does super well. Is know his reach. And stay on the edge of it. Always, at all points. I have to do some Viper reviews because I'm under the impression I believe that Viper is actually better than Gumayushi and is probably up there with Deft at this current point in time. And you guys haven't even heard of Viper. So yeah, we definitely need to check him out. And we'll see how exactly we do that. I'm not 100% sure how I want to pull that off yet. Nice. Wukong using the clone here to tank another tower shot. And the Herald recall will get him home safer. Faster. Yeah, this is pretty big damage for the Caitlyn. She's gonna get herself a rapid fire cannon now, which she is not super strong when it comes to the damage she can deal now. But the range advantage is overwhelming, right? And since Gumayushi is so ahead, he is scaling pretty well here into the mid game as well. As Xayah, not even close to her next item. You see how aggressively Guma moves up. This is something that is very reminiscent of him. It's like sometimes he looks like an absolute silver player, but he never gets caught on these situations. Because he's just very aware of where people are. I mean, you can't say he never gets caught, but the things that he gets caught on, let's put it that way, are usually other things. He does get caught a lot, but never in these like situations where he goes up and farms. But he farms very aggressively, let's put it that way, okay? The Wukong flash ultimate. As we are trying to break the enemy team, Wukong will be shut down here by the Xayah. As Gumayushi is going for the throat, he will take down one. Flashes to take down the second one. Will not take down Rakan. Rakan will blow his flash as well. This is a decent trade here. And we are going to escort Shirley back into the second turret. And that is 2 turrets going down in one fell swoop. And no one was ready. Alright, well. And the 2 heroes are gonna get out and make their leave. By the way, Chovy absolutely incredibly fed in this game as well. As we just pick up a BF sword here. Yeah, we're looking for the Infinity Edge, obviously, right? Infinity Edge scales up so well with Caitlyn's everything, pretty much. Dude, it's so weird. I have such a bad reaction. Like, I have obviously, right, I have pimples everywhere, but I'm even starting to get them on my skin, like here. Dude, it's so weird. So freaking weird. If I look on Google what it is, it's probably cancer. Right? Or something. Something deadly. I don't know how Google is. Chovy doing his best. Okay, here. Gumayushi. My dude. I would love to see Chovy on T1. I would love that so much, man. Just imagine. And that's GG. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. And stay awesome.